First team is going to be picked. First team is Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich is going to, of course, going into Group A. Bayern Munich to Group A. Second team Sevilla. Sevilla will go to Group B. Sevilla goes to Group B. The next team is Napoli. Napoli will obviously go to Group C. Sevilla to Group C. Napoli to Group C. Next team. Next pick is Benfica. Benfica goes to Group D. Bayern to Group A, Sevilla to Group B, Napoli to Group C, and Benfica to Group D. Next in Feyenoord. Feyenoord goes to Group D. Feyenoord to Group E. Feyenoord goes to Group E. Next pick PSG. Next to Manchester City. Manchester City goes to Group F. They are the title holders. They goes to Group G. Barcelona. Next pick is Barcelona. Barcelona to Group H. Group A Bayern, Group B Sevilla, Group C Napoli, Group D Benfica, Group E Feyenoord, Group F PSG, Group G Manchester City, Group H Barcelona. Checking out the next pot. Pot 2 includes Real Madrid, Manchester United, Inter Milan, Dortmund, Atlético Madrid, Leipzig, Porto, and Arsenal. Repeating pot 2. Real Madrid, Manchester United, Inter Milan, Dortmund, Atlético de Madrid, Leipzig, Porto, and Arsenal. Teams to be drawn in pot 2. Real Madrid, Manchester United, Inter Milan, Dortmund, Atlético Madrid, Leipzig, Porto, and Arsenal. Here goes the first pick. First pick from port number 2. Dortmund. First pick is Dortmund. Dortmund can go to E, F, G, and H. Dortmund can go to E, F, G, and H. Group is going to be picked. Dortmund can go to E, F, G, and H groups. And it's drawn. Dortmund goes to Group F. Then Group of PSG and Dortmund. The next pick from Port 2. Next pick is Arsenal. Arsenal can go to A, B, C, D, E, and H groups. They can go with Manchester City and Group F. All other groups. The group is drawn. Group B. Arsenal has joined Group B with Sevilla and they will face Sevilla. The next pick from Porto. Atlético Madrid. The next pick is Atlético Madrid. Madrid can go to E and G. Madrid can only play in two groups, E and G. Feyenoord or Manchester City. Let's see. Manchester City goes to Group E and joins Feyenoord. Next pick from Porto. Manchester United. Let's see where it goes. Manchester City can goes to Group A, C, and D. Manchester City can goes to Group A, C, and D. The group has been drawn. Goes to Group A and face Bayern. Manchester United joins Group A with Bayern. Two pots has been drawn. Group A includes Bayern, Manchester United. Group B, Sevilla, Arsenal. Group C, Napoli, Real Madrid. Group D, Benfica, Inter Milan. Group E, Feyenoord, Atlético Madrid. Group F, PSG, Dortmund. Group G, Man City, Leipzig. Group H, Barcelona and Porto. Pot 3 includes Shakhtar, Salzburg, Milan, Braga, PSV, Lazio, Crvena zvezda and Copenhagen. So again, pot 3 includes Shakhtar, Salzburg, AC Milan, Braga, PSV, Lazio, Crvena zvezda and Copenhagen. Teams to be drawn in pot 3: Shakhtar, Salzburg, AC Milan, Braga, PSV, Lazio, Crvena zvezda and Copenhagen. First team from pot 3 is going to be drawn. First of pot 3. Shakhtar. First from pot 3 Shakhtar, and they can goes to all groups. Shakhtar can goes to any of the 8 groups. They are quarterfinals of 2011. The group is drawn. Shakhtar can goes to any groups. He goes to Group H and joins Barcelona and Porto. Shakhtar will face Barcelona and Porto in Group H. Next team from pot 3. Crvena zvezda. Next team from pot 3 is Crvena zvezda, and they can goes to all groups except H. Crvena zvezda can goes to all 7 groups except H. The group is drawn. And goes to Group G and face Manchester City and Leipzig. Crvena zvezda joins Group G with Manchester City and Leipzig. They has to face Manchester City and Leipzig. Next team from pot 3. PSV. Next team from pot 3 is PSV. They can locate to 4 groups A, B, C and D. PSV can only allocate it to 4 groups: Group A, Group B, Group C and Group D. The group has been drawn. PSV goes to Group B and joins Arsenal and Sevilla. PSV will face Arsenal and Sevilla in Group B. The 5th team from pot 3. AC Milan. Fifth team from Pot 3 is AC Milan and goes to Group E and F. Group E or F, like goes to Group E or F. Milan, the group has been drawn, and AC Milan goes to Group F. Group F, PSG, Dortmund, and AC Milan. AC Milan joins Group F with Dortmund and PSG. Next team from Pot 3. Salzburg. The next pick is Salzburg, and they can go to Group A, C, and D. Salzburg goes to Group A, Group C, and Group D. The group is drawn. Salzburg goes to Group D and joins Inter Milan and Benfica. Salzburg joins Group D with Inter and Benfica. Next team from Pot 3. Lazio. The next drawn team from Pot 3 is Lazio. Lazio can only go to Group E. Lazio goes to Group E and joins Atlético de Madrid and Feyenoord. Lazio joins Group E with Madrid and Feyenoord. The next team drawn from Pot 3 is Copenhagen. Copenhagen goes to Group A or C. Either join Bayern or United or Napoli or Real Madrid. The group is drawn. Copenhagen goes to Group A with Bayern and United. They have to face Bayern and United. Copenhagen joins Group A with Manchester United and Bayern. The last club from Group 3, Braga. It obviously goes to Group C and joins with Napoli and Real Madrid. They have to face Real Madrid and Napoli in Group C. After 3 pots are drawn, Group A, Bayern, United, Copenhagen. Group B, Sevilla, Arsenal, PSV. Group C, Napoli, Madrid and Braga. Group D, Benfica, Inter Milan and Salzburg. Group E, Feyenoord, Atlético de Madrid and Lazio. Group F, Paris, Saint-Germain, Dortmund and AC Milan. Group G, Manchester City, Leipzig, Crvena zvezda. Group H, Barcelona, Porto and Shakhtar. Let's have a look into Pot 4. Pot 4 includes Young Boys, Real Sociedad, Galatasaray, Celtic, Newcastle, Union Berlin, Antwerp and Lens. The next pot to be drawn is Pot 4. Pot 4 includes Young Boys, Real Sociedad, Galatasaray, Celtic, Newcastle, Union Berlin, Antwerp and Lens. After 3 pots drawn, the groups are Group A, Bayern, Manchester United, Copenhagen. Group B, Sevilla, Arsenal and PSV. Group C, Napoli, Real Madrid, Braga. Group D, Benfica, Inter Milan and Salzburg. Group E, Feyenoord, Atlético de Madrid, Lazio. Group F, PSG, Dortmund, AC Milan. Group G, Manchester City, Leipzig, Crvena zvezda. And Group H, Barcelona, Porto and Shakhtar. Pot 4 includes Young Boys, Real Sociedad, Galatasaray, Celtic, Newcastle, Union Berlin, Antwerp and Lens. The first team from Pot 4 has to be drawn. First team from Pot 4 is Real Sociedad. Real Sociedad goes to A, D, F and G groups. There are only 4 possible G groups: A, D, F and E. Group is going to drawn. Real Sociedad goes to Group D and joins Benfica, Inter Milan and Salzburg. The first group is completed. Is Group D, Benfica, Inter. The second team from Pot 4 is drawn. Newcastle United. Second team from Pot 4, they can go to Group E, F and H. Newcastle can go to E, F and H. The piece drawn. Let's see where it goes. Newcastle goes to Group F. Joins PSG, Dortmund, Milan. Newcastle joins Group F with AC Milan, Dortmund and PSG. The second group is completed, Group F. The next team from Pot 4. Galatasaray from Pot 4. They can go to A, B, C, E, F and H groups. 6 remaining groups. It is only Turkish club. Group is going to drawn. Let's see where it goes. Galatasaray goes to Group A and joins Bayern, United and Copenhagen. Galatasaray joins Group A with Copenhagen, United and Bayern, and Group A is also completed. Next team from Pot 4 is drawn. Next, Union Berlin. The next team from Pot 4 is Union Berlin. They can allocate it to Group B and C. Group C, Union Berlin goes to Group C, joins Braga, Real Madrid and Napoli. Union Berlin joined Group C with Braga, Real Madrid and Napoli, and Group C is completed. Next team from Pot 4, Young Boys. Young Boys is the next team drawn from Pot 4. They can go to Group E, Group G or Group H. 3 possible groups for Young Boys. The group is drawn. Let's see where Young Boys goes. Boys goes to Group G. Young Boys goes to Group G and joins Crvena, Zvezda, Leipzig and Manchester City. Young Boys will face Manchester City, Leipzig and Crvena Zvezda in Group G, and Group G is completed. 3 teams to go from Pot 4. The next team drawn from Pot 4 is RC Lens. RC Lens can only goes to Group B with Sevilla, Arsenal and PSV, and Group B is completed as Lens joins Group B with PSV, Arsenal and Sevilla. Next team drawn from Pot 4 is Celtic. The Celtic can goes to Group E or H, the left 2 groups. Either it can join with Barcelona, Porto or Shakhtar, or Feyenoord, Atlético, Madrid or Lazio. Celtic joins Group E. Celtic joins Group E with Feyenoord, Atlético, Madrid and Lazio, and Group E is also completed. Celtic joins Lazio, Madrid and Feyenoord in Group E. The only team left is Antwerp, and obviously it goes to Group H with Barcelona, Porto and Shakhtar. As the Group A, Bayern, Manchester United, Copenhagen, Galatasaray. Group B, Sevilla, Arsenal, PSV and RC Lens. Group C, Napoli, Real Madrid, Braga and Union Berlin. Group D, Benfica, Inter Milan, Salzburg, Real Sociedad. Group E, Feyenoord, Atlético de Madrid, Lazio and Celtic. Group F, PSG, Dortmund, AC Milan and Newcastle. Group G, Manchester City, Leipzig, Crvena Zvezda and Young Boys. Group H, Barcelona, Porto, Shakhtar and Antwerp.